good, YouTube? In today's video, as you tell from the title and thumbnail, we're going over my top 5 meta SMG loadouts in Warzone Season 4, which I posted the day of the update. But if you guys didn't already see, I just posted my sniper loadout video, and it kind of made me think that my SMG loadouts aren't fully updated. So I went through, I built my new top 5, and it's completely different. So definitely stay tuned for those. But real quick, I want to give a huge shout out to Raiden, Carson, and Primitive for having my post notifications on. If you guys want a chance to get in my next video, make sure you go down below, hit the big red subscribe button with all my notifications on, as well as leaving a like and a comment saying noties and watching the full video through. Like I said, I changed up my top 5 for my SMG loadouts. So without further ado, let's hop directly into loading number 1. Of course, in my opinion, this one is completely staying the same. It is the H4 Blixen. It's absolutely disgusting. In my opinion, it is the best SMG in Warzone. So hopping directly into the build. Of course, I have recoil booster, which is almost on every single Vanguard SMG build that I run, just boosting the fire rate, essentially cutting the TTK in half. And then I have the Bergstrom 17-inch F3 barrel, giving me that recoil control and accuracy, bullet velocity, and flinch resistance, making it to where this thing is an absolute laser beam in any different situation you want it to be, even if you're getting beamed by somebody else. And then I always tell you guys, for the guns that have no recoil, I love these slate reflectors. Just super clean. It's a perfect little red dot and it's very easy to use. But I always tell you guys, the optics are personal preference. And then of course, it is an SMG, so I love my mobility. So I toss that remove stock for movement speed, sprint to fire speed, and ADS speed, making me quicker in so many different ways, letting me fly around the map. Mixing that with the SG98 compact, giving me strafe speed, making me elusive and pretty much unguardable mid-fight, going left to right. With the 54 Garinko mag, giving me a ton of pros and cons. Recoil control, actually headshot damage, ADS speed, mag size, and of course you are losing damage and stuff. It's not very noticeable, especially with the mag giving you headshot damage. You're killing people, and I swear to God, like 2-3 bullets. It's absolutely insane. So definitely tossing the 54 Garinko mag. With lengthen, giving you that bullet velocity, getting you closer to hit scan. And then even though it was actually nerfed from what it was, I still love the taped grip, giving me my aiming stability, movement speed, weapon swap quickness, and sprint to fire speed, making me faster around the map in so many separate different ways, making me so much more useful as well. So the taped grip still feels immaculate. Definitely toss it on. With fleet for your perk 1 and quick for your perk 2. Well, overall, that is my loading number 1 of my favorite SMG in Warzone. I still think the Blixen is that number 1 spot. It's absolutely just untouched. It's unbelievable. So go through, give the whole build, try some of the highest cooking you guys get with this one, and let's hop directly into loading number 2. Loading number 2 is the brand new Marco SMG that I've been seeing a ton of people gas all over Twitter, everything. So hopping directly into the build, you have the recoil booster again, just like the Blixen, giving you that fire rate again, essentially cutting the TTK in half and letting you shred through people. And then I personally love the Lesto 355 barrel, giving me ADS speed, movement speed, aim walking movement speed, and sprint to fire time. You do lose recoil control and bullet velocity. Again, not very noticeable. This makes you very snappy and quick around the map. So definitely tossing the 355 barrel. Again, the slate reflector, very easy and clean, a little red dot. It's very simple. But I always tell you guys, the optics are personal preference. So you can run the slate reflector, the NIDAR, anything you want, but the slate is very clean. And then you have the FR stock, giving you initial firing recoil, recoil recovery, ADS speed, and movement speed, making you more accurate, more of a laser beam, making you faster, more snappy, and everything around the map, letting you glide and still be a beam. So this thing is absolutely essential to the build. So definitely tossing the FR stock. And then you have the Mark VI Skeletal, giving you ADS speed and movement speed, mixing very well with the stock, making you even faster around the map. With the Nambu 64 round mag, which is absolutely ridiculous. 64 is more than enough ammo, and it gives you recoil control and hipfire accuracy, making you even more accurate in a ton of different ways. And then I actually have lengthen, which in my personal opinion, I use on all my Vanguard guns, get me closer to hit scan, making it feel very good. But with this gun, you can also toss on hollow point because it is very good up close. So you could really use either or, but I prefer lengthened. And then like I was saying with the Blixen, I'm still using the taped grip because even though it was nerfed, it's still very, very good. With momentum for your perk 1 and quick for your perk 2. But overall, that is my Marco 5 build for this season. It's absolutely disgusting. I've been seeing a lot of different builds, but I think this build is absolutely nasty. So go through, give the whole build, try some of the highest cooking you guys get with this thing. Let's hop directly into loading number 3. Loading number 3 is all reliable out of the Vanguard guns. I love the MP40. I mean, it's just simple. It's so fantastic and immaculate on the map. So definitely hopping directly into the build. Of course, just like the other two, I have the recoil booster giving me that fire rate. It's super self-explanatory, giving me all that fire rate, cutting the TTK in half. With the short barrel giving me even more damage range, limb damage, and bolt velocity, making it to where even with the recoil booster, it's just shredding through people so fast. And then of course, I run the slate reflector again because like I keep saying, it's a very simple little red dot that's very clean and easy to use. But I always tell you guys, optics are personal preference. With the Krosnick 33M folding stock, giving me my sprint to fire speed and movement speed, making it to where I'm still super agile around the map, flying around the map, skiing around the map, but I still hold on to a little bit more accuracy compared to the remove stock. Then I go with the Mark VI Skeletal, again giving me that ADS speed and movement speed, making me more snappy and quicker on the map as well. With the 45 Garinko mag, giving me recoil control, movement speed, ADS speed, fire rate, mixing with the recoil booster and every other attachment coming together, making this thing so much more useful. And I would honestly say the 45 Garinko mag is essential to this build. And then like I was saying, saying I have lengthen on because I really do love using it on probably all my Vanguard builds, giving me that bolt velocity, getting me closer to hit scan. With the taped grip, again, it just feels really good on these SMGs. I'm gonna keep saying it. It's already nerfed, but it's still immaculate. With brace for your perk 1 and quick for your perk 2. But overall, that is my MP40 build for Warzone Season 4. I recently did a video fully in-depth on this SMG. It's still absolutely amazing. Like I said, it's all reliable of the Vanguard gun. So go through, give the whole build a try as well. Let's hop directly into loading number 4. Loading number 4, as you can tell behind me, is the Welgun. I think it's super slept on. Not a lot of people talk about it anymore, but I think this build that I have is like a mini assault rifle, and it's still very, very good. So hopping directly into the build, of course, for the 4th time, I have recoil boost to give me that fire rate, letting me shred through people. And then I have the 320mm SA shrouded barrel, which is why I say this thing is like a mini assault rifle. You look at all the pros and cons. This shrouded barrel makes it to where it has pretty much unlimited range, and it just, like I said, feels like a mini assault rifle. Again, a no recoil SMG, so I toss in the slate reflector for that easy, clean little red dot. But I'm going to keep saying it over and over. The optics are all personal preference. With the remove stock, because you do want some mobility mixed in with the mini AR type feel of this SMG, because you do get a little bit slowed down by it. So this is giving you everything back that you need with your ADS speed, sprint to fire speed, and movement speed, making it to where you're still quick around the map. And with that mini assault rifle feel, of course, it has to be extremely accurate. And the M1941 hand stop has a lot to do with that, giving you vertical and horizontal recoil control. And then, of course, I have the 40 Garinko mag, giving me my recoil control and accuracy, movement speed, and fire rate, going with all the other attachments, mixing very, very well with the build. I always tell you guys the mags right here are essential. And then, of course, I have my lengthened ammo type, giving me that bolt velocity, get me close to hit scan again. And then for the 4th build as well, of course, I have the taped grip. I'm telling you guys, it was already nerfed, but it's still feeling really, really good on all these builds. With acrobatic for your perk 1 and quick for your perk 2. But I'm telling you guys, this build is absolutely slept on. Not a lot of people talk about it. Not a lot of people use the Welgun anymore, but this thing is usable in so many different ways. It's up close, it's a beam, it kills very fast. At long range, it's a beam, kills very fast. You know what I'm saying? It's like a mini assault rifle, like I've said a million times. So go through, give the whole build a try. And this is my loading number 4. So let's hop directly into my last loading of loading number 5. As you can probably tell from the thumbnail, we have the Sten SMG mixed in this time because it's actually very slept on. The mobility on this thing is unbelievable. So hopping directly into the build for the 5th loading in a row, I have the recoil booster giving me that fire rate, which for the Sten is crazy because the Sten already has such a fast fire rate stock. So you're tossing on the recoil booster to cut the TTK more than half. With the SA 65mm rapid barrel giving you that horizontal recoil control, which is very needed, and of course even more fire rate, which is absolutely ridiculous, mixing with the recoil booster and the base fire rate that the gun already has. And then in my personal opinion, I love the slate reflector for this SMG because it's very easy to use. I keep saying it, the clean little red dot is very simple, but for this one especially, you could use anything you want. You could use the Nidar, you could even take it off and use the default iron sights. And then you have the Gawain Para stock giving you your sprint to fire speed and movement speed, very similar to the Krosnick 33 and folding from the MP40, kind of just making it to where you're more agile around the map, making it to where you're skiing. And then you have the M1915 steady underbarrel, making it to where you have everything that keeps this thing locked in a beam because it is so bouncy with how much fire rate it has, giving you your hip fire accuracy, so when you're up close you don't even have to ADS. And then your horizontal and vertical recoil control. And then you have the Garinko 36 mag, which is a very tiny mag, but it gives you everything you need with your recoil control and accuracy, movement speed, ADS speed, and fire rate, which is again ridiculous, mixing with the recoil booster and the barrel and the base fire rate, also locking you in as even more of a beam. So I'm telling you guys, these mags are essential to the build. And then you have your lengthened ammo type giving you even more bolt velocity, but if you want to, just like the Marco build, this build is built for very close-up engagements. So if you guys want to swap the hollow point, really either or are very good, but of course I prefer lengthened. Again, with the taped grip, I don't have to keep talking about it. Of course it's nerfed, but it's still very good. With sleight of hand for your perk 1 because you only have a 36 mag, and quick for your perk 2. I'm telling you guys, the Sten build is very slept on as well. I don't see a ton of people talking about it, but as you can tell from the thumbnail, I had to run it up. You know what I'm saying? This thing is nasty. Definitely go through, give this whole build a try, and that is my loading number 5. Overall, those are my top 5 SMG meta loadouts for Warzone Season 4 with Rebirth, Fortune's Keep, Caldera, everything. So go through, give all 5 a try, and like I said, I wanted to give you guys an updated list. That's why I'm dropping another video so soon, because I did drop one right with the season drop, but it's a completely different list. So like I said, go through, give all 5 a try, and if they do help you out at all, go down below, hit the big red subscribe button. That's it for the video.